Hi, this is David Gum in the stained glass studio, and this video is an advanced instruction video on how to cut the border for a window without having to use pattern pieces. Now, it is a bit of an advanced project. This is something that, I wouldn't encourage beginners to do because you need to be pretty precise. However, it's good information, and if you ever have a lot of windows to do, this will be great for you. Okay, I've got all of the exteriors done, and now we're ready to start on the interior. Now, I had to decide whether I was going to cut my strips this way or the long way. And I find that they fit pretty well without wasting too much glass to go this way. So that's the way I'm going to go, just because it's easier. Now that I've got all my outside border pieces cut, I can move my strip cutters. I'm only going to be using 2 of them this time because there's just 2 different directions. However, on this one, I can set my width, but I guess that's my height. I can set my height, but I can't set my width because every one of them is going to be different. So I'm coming over here with my ruler, and it is 3.5. And I'm going to go exactly 3.5 because I can see that I've already got a little bit of extra space in there. So I'm going to set it at 3.5. Now, one of the things that bothers me is keeping things uniform. And so this Arctic glass has lines running through it this way and this way. But I want the lines to all run the same direction in these cabinets because you might be able to see some of this variation. So first of all, I feel that there's a rougher texture on the bottom than there is on the top, so I'm going to cut on the top. And I want to always keep it all going the same direction, so I don't want to accidentally flip it. So I'm going to put a line on here that tells me which side is up, because I can just, if the marking's up, then it'll come off. And it'll also let me make sure that I'm running the same direction. So now I'm ready to cut, and I'm going to get a different marker. Now, one of the things you want to do is push up right tight against this this strip so that you don't accidentally start cutting them too narrow. Now, that wasn't as important on that corded glass that I was working on, because the corded glass has little rough spots underneath it, and so you can slip it over a chip of glass. But on this, I want to try and sweep, make sure I get all the crumbs off of the edge so that it'll go right up against the guide strip. Now this one does seem to be a little bit dull. So I'm going to replace my cutting surface, and I don't know if you've done this before, but I use a little flat head and also a pair of grazing pliers, and what I do then, this is on number 2, so I'm going to turn it so that wheel number 3 is pointing down, and then I give it just a bit of a tightening, but I don't want to get it so tight that the wheel doesn't spin. I think I got a little bit too tight there. There we go. All right, so now that one didn't release easily, so I'm getting a pair of running pliers. They've got 4 strips. Now precision is really important at this stage, because just not being precise can end up with a lot of gaps. So you want to really be careful. So now what I'm going to do is come back over here and measure, and you see that's about a 1/16 under an 8-inch mark. So I'm going to go to the 8-inch mark, go under a 1/16, and then just a little more, and then I want to make sure that I'm actually getting it to the right spot, so I'm going to actually put it over and I think I need to make it a little bit shorter. Now, all right, now I can line this up. Now look at that. Heavens. I've all of these are wrong. I set it at 3 1/2, not 3 1/4. So these are all 1/4 of an inch too big. And what was it I was saying about precision? So, first thing I'm going to do is fix all these. Make sure that it fits. That's great. Okay, now I still need the one for the second one, but look, I'm going to draw a mark here, here, so that when I cut out the part of the that's going to let the bevel sit in here, that I have it marked as a reference on the pieces of glass so that I don't get messed up, so that I'm actually cutting the correct side. Now I can fix these. Now, I'm not sure. That seems like it's got a little more rattle room in there than I want. So I'm going to go back to the 3/4 exact mark. Okay, I like that. It's a little bit tighter. And I can tell there's no debris in there, so I'll get a straight cut here. And now I have to color in where my bevels are going to go. It's really easy to get confused. That's why making marks help us to stay cleaned up. All right, now the one on here, which has 2, you see, I'll be cutting a length for these 4, and then a different length for this one. And on this one, this is a good place to make sure to color, because on this piece of glass I'll be taking out 2 corners. On this piece of glass I'll just be taking out 1. So just a great reason to use the techniques you used in kindergarten to take care of yourself. So now I'm going to go ahead, cut all these up, and we'll come back and talk more about bevels. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this series of advanced techniques. There's 3 different videos and they all tie together. Do us a favor, comment about your feelings about the videos. How did you engage with them? Were they worthwhile? And also subscribe to our channel so that we can stay in touch and let you know what other videos that we put up. Thanks for joining us.